Hey everyone, welcome back to HowTechs. Today we have an unboxing for a USB microphone. This is made by Sony, and as you can tell from the box, this is a Japan-only product. It's not available in the US or most other Western markets by Sony for some reason. Mainly Sony actually doesn't make computers or accessories in most countries anymore, so for some reason they only come out with this in Japan. So let's just take a quick look at it. As you can see here, it comes with what they call an audio box. This is basically the converter to go from the headphone jack into the USB. And so let's take a look at how that connects up. So we have a USB cable that connects to your laptop, and there's a box that basically can take the microphone in, and it can also do headphones out or speakers out. And just to do a quick look at the stats on this thing, if you're into microphones, this is an 80 hertz to 15,000 hertz, so 15 kilohertz dynamic range, and the sensitivity is negative 40 dB plus or minus 3.5 dB. So if you're into microphones, you should understand what that is. Basically, it's pretty decent, compared to much smaller mics, which can start well above 100. It's not too bad. It doesn't go all the way up to 20,000, but not too bad. Sensitivity is actually pretty good. And the key thing with this also is that it is Mac compatible. So the whole reason that you might want to get a USB mic is because you either don't have a headphone jack, or your headphone jack is maybe a shared one. So in this case with a Mac, the headphone jack actually works both as a microphone in and an audio out. And it requires the same kind of headphone plug that you see on a iPhone, which has extra kind of custom arrangement of the bands there. And so most microphones, including this one, which actually does have the same size jack, doesn't work with. So that's why you need something like this. And just here's a quick look at what it comes with. It comes with a mic cable that's 2 meters, that USB adapter box, and then also a half-meter USB cable, and that actually comes with a mic stand as well. So that's great. So let's take a look at it. So we have the Japan warranty registration card, and slide this guy out. So a key thing to note is this is the PCV80U. They also make a 40U, which is just the mic without the USB adapter. But because we have a Mac, we basically need to get the USB adapter box. So let's get this guy open from the back and see what we have inside. Okay, so here's the mic itself. We have basically just a simple on-off switch. It's pretty hefty. I think it said on the box it weighs something like 300 grams. So it's it's metal. It's not cheap plastic. This is the XLR plug. The good news about this is a standard connector. So if this cable breaks, you can obviously replace it. And if the microphone breaks, or you lose it, or you don't like the sound quality, you can basically go down to any used electronics store and find even a much fancier microphone, from Sennheiser or Shure, or any kind of bigger name, and it should actually work just fine. So there's some sort of you could say future-proofing built in here by the fact that it's not hardwired in, and it actually uses a standard audio cable. So here's the microphone. Looks pretty good. Let's put this aside and take out our box. Here we are with the audio box. So it's pretty simple. There's basically just 2 ports, audio out, so that's a headphone jack or connecting speakers, and then the microphone obviously. And on the back it just says USB audio box with some serial number and made in China, etc. So it's actually pretty light. And then here on the back we have I think this is a mini USB plug. So it's that it's not the micro one that you see on a lot of Android phones. It's that kind of trapezoidal one. So that's actually probably the biggest pain, is that you got to make sure that you have the right plug here. But don't worry, of course it comes with a USB cable, which is right here. So again, you have a USB-A to this mini USB, and then that goes into your laptop or your computer. And again, here is our 2-meter long microphone cable. So XLR here, and it's actually just a regular 3.5 millimeter or 1/4 inch plug. But again, keep in mind, this will not work on a Macintosh. So that's why, we got this thing in the first place. Okay, so to continue, we have one last bit. We have a mic stand, and this is just a cheap plastic mic stand, but it's pretty wide, so hopefully holds up well. And then this also is just plastic, but not too flimsy, and they screw in. So I don't know for sure if this is a standard size, probably not. So it probably won't work on a regular mic stand or whatever. I have seen some other USB mics where it comes with like a tripod mounting screw on the bottom, which makes it really cool, because then you can use it on light stands and other things like that. But unfortunately, this one doesn't. The good news is, I guess this looks like it's pretty standard size. So you could just swap out this mic holder for a fancier one if you get to the point where you need something special. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the instruction manual as well. It's all in Japanese, and it's basically exactly what you expect. Shows what the different parts are, shows all the ports, and then obviously how to connect it, which we've already shown you here. They do have some instructions on interfacing with the computer, and also the setups and whatnot. So nothing really special here. If you have a PC, it goes into the details required to set it up in the different versions of Windows. And here you have OS 10 as well. So hopefully your Japanese is good. If not, don't forget you can always use the Google Translate app, and it will actually tell you exactly what it says, as good as Google Translate can do. Anyway, so much for the instructions. So that's basically it. I'm going to do a separate video with an audio test, comparing the quality of the mic versus the built-in sound here on, say, a MacBook Pro. And I also have a pair of earbuds from an Apple iPhone, and I'll compare that microphone against the other two as well. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and please check out our other videos here on HowTechs. Thanks, and bye. Today I'm going to do a quick comparison video with 3 audio sources. One is with the Sony microphone, one is the built-in microphone.